Hey, what's up, guys? Michael Anthony here, drinking my latte, baby. It's Tuesday morning, July 3rd. I'll give you all a happy 4th of July early. Happy Independence Day, baby. America, baby. America. Take another sip of my latte. Anyway, I'm taking a little walk back here. I'm going to set down my latte for a moment. Taking a little walk back here on my I call it the hidden food plot, the hidden field. You can see back here, look at all this standing rye. This rye is just starting to go to seed here. I'll show it to you. And so you can see this is starting, looks like a lot of these are empty already. A lot of the seeds starting to already come out. Yeah, there's some seed there. The seed's nice and hard. So I was waiting for the seed to become viable here in the rye, or at least a majority of it. And you can see down on the ground here too, below the rye, we got tons of clover, red clover. Not a lot of weeds in here at all. This rye was broadcasted last fall as part of the fall food plot. I prepared this field for the first time. I did a lot of tillage. I did do some spraying, just one layer of spraying of glyphosate, which I won't be using anymore on my property moving forward. But I used a little bit just to help get this started. So now what we have is we got this rye that's completely smothered out most of the weeds. And then we got the red clover even lower to the ground. So we're going to come in either today or tomorrow and broadcast buckwheat into this. Then we're going to crimp it over. I use the Cultipacker crimper combo from Packer Max. It's a very budget-friendly crimper because most crimpers are pretty expensive and you need a big tractor. Packer Max has created this crimper Cultipacker combo, which I have in a lot of my different videos out there that show it in action. That it's only like $1,300, I think, or 14 or 15 or something like that. I forget what I paid for. It was like a year ago I bought it, and the thing works like a charm. It does exactly what it's intended to do, and you could use it. You could pull it behind a four-wheeler ATV. So we're gonna broadcast that buckwheat, crimp down all of this rye and clover, and then we're going to wait until that buckwheat starts to shoot up, any additional rye starts to shoot up, which will continue smothering out the weeds. And we're going to probably right around August, early August, we're going to broadcast our fall food plot scene here. I'm using a blend from Green Cover this year. I've never used Green Cover seed, but I've heard good things about it. And so we're going to have a nice fall blend that has some different seed that'll carry us through hunting season into the winter and early spring, so that we have full coverage to the hunting season. There is some rye in that mix. I might put additional rye out later in like September, but we'll broadcast that and then crimp down the buckwheat in the cereal rye, which will act as a mulch layer. That'll continue smothering out the weeds, and then our fall food plot seed should shoot up pretty good in time for hunting season, and then we should have a really good hunting season. So I'm excited about it because we got this to the point where we should be able to continue a nice rotation with no tillage, no herbicide, just using nature to smother weeds out. We're going to be building up the soil with these mulch layers we're creating and the different seed we're planting, and we'll continue rotating throughout the year and throughout the hunting seasons, trying some different things, trying some different seeds, but we'll probably continue to use the rye and the buckwheat as our primary smother crops, right? So I'm really excited about it. I'll be curious to see how it turns out. A lot of this is experimental, but my primary goal was to get away from any sort of herbicide use and tillage, right? So we're headed in that direction. We're doing good. As you can see, I haven't had to do anything to this field this year. This all came up. I did frost seed the clover in the early spring, and you can just see how well it looks, right? So this should act as a really good mulch layer for our buckwheat, and any of the seed that's now viable will also start to grow again. And that's what I want, right? Between the rye and the buckwheat, it should really smother out any weeds that try to come up. The other thing I got here is I planted Egyptian wheatgrass here just about a week ago, and it is starting to pop up. So you can see there, the Egyptian wheatgrass is popping up. So we'll use this as screening to get to a stand that we're going to be putting right down there. And we'll also use this tree line behind it to get to that stand, just in case there's anything out here when we come in to hunt. So that's the plan, guys. Hope you like the video. Maybe you're getting some ideas. Love to hear some of the techniques and strategies you use. I like to experiment and try different things, and that's exactly what we're doing here. And looking forward to a successful season. So, all right, you guys have a fantastic 4th of July. Love you all. See you later.